In this video, we're taking a detailed look at the Bellroy Sling Mini. Head on over to packhacker.com for more information. Link down below. I've been testing this thing for 2 weeks and I have some thoughts on it. And I've also tested the larger Bellroy Sling as well. So this is just the smaller version, and there are a couple of small upgrades that I think really help with this compared to the larger version that they have. So let's check it out. Kicking it off on the outer side, I really like this red color. It's something we typically wouldn't go for, but Bellroy always has really great colorways. The fabric itself kind of has a rougher feel to it, but is still like supple, if that makes sense. It just feels high quality. All their stuff typically feels high quality throughout, so we really appreciate that. Of course, it's pretty full right now, but just like on the larger version, there's this self-compressing system when you wear it. So I like that. I like that it's automatic. If it's more empty than how I have it now, it just compresses down, and that's really nice. We have a magnetic buckle here that you can easily take on and off. I rarely ever took this on and off though. I just always slung this kind of over my shoulder when I was wearing it. Nice metal hardware here. This strap itself is soft. It's adjustable. You can, get it to however you'd like. I pretty much wore this pretty tight against my back or pretty tight against my front most of the time while I was wearing it. I love getting it on the front and just getting access to it. But there's a couple things about the access here that I still kind of am curious about after testing. So I wanted to bring up a couple points. There's also some leather accents here. Really nice. If you're familiar with Bellroy, they do that a lot. So when I have this kind of on the front of my body, the access does just feel a little weird. Like this zipper is hidden by this piece of gusseted fabric here, or welted fabric rather. And I like that, right? It creates a good aesthetic. Like up here, it looks good. If that wasn't there, it would just kind of look like that. And you're like, what am I looking at? Just a zipper. So it's a really nice look, but it's a little hard to get access to these zippers while you're wearing it on your front, especially this one closer to your body. And this one closer to your body, has everything inside of it. Or it's got the most space of the sling. So inside I've got my Tom Bin mask V3 for anybody that's familiar with the versions that they do. Felix Gray glasses, which I've been testing out, blue light glasses, and then my keys in here. Now, also with the keys in here, they're at the back of this pocket. So, whenever I need access to these, it's not like they're on a long leash I can just kind of pull out and use on my door. I've got a fish inside of here. Oftentimes these two things will be in here. And, got to fish the keys out of there while it's on my front. And there we go. I mean, I'm even having trouble now. There we go. And then I got to pull them out and unlock my door. Now, I love other slings that have longer leashes and more integrations because you can just, pull that out on the leash, unlock your door, put it right back inside. So I love this. When I have everything inside of here that I need, I don't need to remember specific little things to grab. I just grab the sling because I know everything's inside of it. And I think with that mental model, it gets a little messed up when I'm constantly taking my keys off of this hook, undoing the door, and maybe I'll stuff in my pocket quick if I'm carrying a package or something. And then my keys are separate from my sling. And, mini rant there, but just for me, it's hard to get access to these, and it's not on a leash like a lot of other slings. I do have the Orbit Key hand sanitizer here as well, so I have been using this during the current situation that we have going on. So that's always nice just to hang out on the side. Love having it here on this little metal clip on the outside. And I love that this functions as a small little carabiner attachment point. Other than that, I mean, the main compartment here is spacious. I really like the liner that Bellroy uses. It always feels really nice in the hand. And yeah, that's there. So, there's also a pocket in the back here. So that's like soft. If this is meant for your glasses, I think it's a bit of a weird placement back here because it's like, if you just put your sunglasses in here in this soft part, it's like all that pressure is against your back. Like all your stuff is in here and then it's pressure against your back or your front with the glasses in there. A lot of these softer pockets are intended for that, but I mean, you can quite easily get around that. So for instance, if these weren't in the case and I just stuck them right in there, I think that just feels like a little bit of weird placement for the glasses, but nice little pocket, nice soft liner as well. And then the liner here is a bit of like a swishier nylon feel on the inside. So I'll zip that back up, and then that leaves us to the front. Now again, the front, a bit hard to access, but easier while it's on your front. You just got to deal with the little welt here. You know, definitely looks nice with that welt. And something I really love here that they've added to the Sling Mini versus the large one are these 2 divider pockets. You know, it's pretty much perfect height for like my wallet. Testing in Pioneer right now. It's kind of sacrilege, I think, to have this Pioneer wallet inside of this Bellroy. It should be a Bellroy wallet, right? I don't know what's going on this week with the testing flow. But yeah, I mean, these 2, one of the things I had to get used to is kind of shoving it in so it's horizontal here. Doesn't fit in when it's tall, which I think is fine, but in most slings I fit it in tall. And you can see, I mean, the size, it definitely should fit in there. But it's just the way this pocket is constructed and how low the zipper is that kind of obstructs it. So it's a little bit harder to get in. Again, minor gripe, but just something to consider if you have taller items, and like a wallet here too, just kind of barely clears that. And some of the times I'm kind of like fishing and getting it all lower inside there. Got my row of sunglasses in here, so those are really compact sunglasses. And then I've got just a USB cable that I use with my battery bank. So yeah, really love the added these divider pockets. I think that's a huge win, because in the larger version of this sling, if I remember correctly, it's just kind of a wide open space. So I love that they're adding that segmentation. I think it's a big improvement, and maybe that's made it into the larger size as well in their more recent iterations. I'm not really sure. But the thing I like about this sling too is it's pretty large too, like this compartment. And I just like that it's kind of no frills, just dump stuff in general. That's really nice. So there you have it. My thoughts on the Bellroy Sling Mini. Head over to packhacker.com for more information. Links down in the YouTube description below. We'll see you in the next video.